Greetings. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Roman historian Josephus. My friends call me Joe. But as you welcome spring, I'd like for you to take a moment to reflect on the Ides of March. It was a religious holiday in ancient Rome that became a turning point in Roman history.
I'm feeling wonderful after my last big victory in Gaul. Some might say, how could I possibly have the gall to think this? See what I did there? But with such a victory to present to the people of Rome, I think it is time. No, I am certain it's time. It's time to take my place, to demand my rightful place as emperor. Of course, we can't keep this silly republican nonsense going if I am emperor. The people will have to choose. Do they want a republic or do they want me, an emperor, sitting on the throne of the Roman Empire? Oh my, that does have a nice ring to it.
Have you heard?
Oh yeah, about the new chariot model that Tessalonius was coming out with? It's gonna be awesome.
No. Have you heard about what Caesar's planning?
No, but I mean, after that victory in Gaul, he can pretty much do whatever he wants, can he?
Exactly. He can do anything he wants, and he wants to be emperor.
But we're a republic. We can't have an emperor.
I know. I know we can't have an emperor. It's stupid. So, you know what we gotta do.
Yeah. Well, no. What did you have in mind?
And so it began. The Ides of March will never be the same. And little did they know, Rome would never, ever be the same.
We gotta get out of here. I thought we had the full support of the Senate, but I guess someone didn't get an accurate vote count when you ran this whole idea by everyone. You did run it by everyone, right?
Most everyone.
Most everyone? Pray tell, who did you not tell?
Well, Octavius, I didn't run it by him.
Octavius? Are you crazy? You thought this would work? You thought that this would be a good idea without Octavius' support?
Well, I mean, he's Julius's son. Of course he wouldn't be on board.
He's adopted, and everyone knows Mark Antony's crazy girlfriend Cleopatra will never let Octavius inherit anything from Julius until her son is taken care of.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Cleo and Julius. They had an affair and a son. What's the kid's name? Caesar something, isn't it?
Caesarion.
Wow. That's creative. Seriously. Caesar, and they added ion at the end. She wasn't hoping for anything when she picked that name.
Julius never admitted he was the father, so he adopted Octavius as his heir, and well, I'm sure Octavius doesn't want to be reminded of his dad's little mini-me, if you know what I mean.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Let's get an army together. Just take a stand. We can do that, can't we?
I think so.
But they did not do it. No. Here's what happened. Cassius and Brutus did in fact raise an army, but alas lost their battle to save the Republic of Rome, when Octavius and Mark Antony also formed armies and eventually defeated Cassius and Brutus. The details don't really matter, but once the supporters of the Republic were defeated, the only decision left to be made was, who would be emperor? Mark Antony was faithful and trusted military leader of Julius Caesar, but Octavius was Caesar's adopted son. Mark Antony was a special friend now to Cleopatra, so special in fact they had 3 children of their own, and Mark Antony had a special place in his heart for Cleo's oldest son, Julius Caesar's oldest son. And let's be real, the rightful heir to this whole imperial Roman emperor thing that Julius started in the first place. But alas, Octavius did not see it that way. Nothing destroys a friendship faster than the lust for power, and soon Octavius and Mark Antony were mortal enemies destined to face off in the battlefield. Octavius, who was eventually given the name Caesar Augustus, was of course, if you know your history, victorious in the battle, and he would go on to become the first emperor of Rome. As to Mark Antony and Cleopatra, I think we know what happened to them. They make movies about that. But now you know, it all began on the Ides of March.